Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Utah Jazz facing the Houston Rockets. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Malone is out there with Russell. Then it's Keefe. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Hornacek in at the 2. Here's Ori. Tipped away. Hornacek against Ori. Hornacek passes to Stockton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kenny Smith.
And Stockton knows how to put pressure on the defense to the point of getting them to foul him regularly.
And the first one at the line is good.
Tell you what, if you let me pick just one point guard to run my offense, man, you could not go wrong with John Stockton. He might be my first pick. He's a prototypical textbook point guard.
Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The pass to Olajuwon. Count the bucket, and Hakeem will go to the line.
Great size and scoring ability. Hakeem, a tough assignment defensively. Drawing whistles, drawing fouls, nothing new for him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hakeem at the line, a 71% free throw shooter in his career.
What Hakeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
On the wing, Malone. Over Thorpe. Malone, good.
A go-to shot for Malone. He looks so comfortable and in rhythm from the mid-range.
Pass to Thorpe. Here's Maxwell. A floater. Malone with the rebound. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Hornacek right side. The dish to Malone. Malone, a screen on Smith. Russell left side. No good from outside. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Utah with the rebound. Stockton with it. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz out in front. They're up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
So is Stockton on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Greg Ostertag is out there with Malone. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Isley. And it's Forbes in at the 2. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Ellie. Olajuwon on the wing. Shooting over Ostertag. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Forbes the pass to Malone. The kick out to Anderson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Ostertag, a screen on Ellie. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And the shot goes in. Ostertag's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Here's Olajuwon. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Isley. Screened by Malone. Isley the pass to Malone. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And just the ultimate in the pick and roll is Malone. He just excels with that hard dive to the right spot there after setting that screen.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Isley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Malone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, you can't go for this if you're the defense. I mean, once Malone has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw, no good.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
That one is no good. Here's Ori. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Utah Jazz.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. They did what they needed to in Game 1. Got the win, kept home court advantage. Big fella, how important was that?
It's nice, Ernie, but it means nothing. One loss here, and they relinquish home court advantage. Got to stay hungry.
Yeah, they can't sit back and get comfortable. This is when the adjustments are made. They need to be sharp for this one.
Momentum up for grabs. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Rockets trail by 3. We've got Ori. Smith is out there with Maxwell. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Thorpe in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Russell against Ori. Olajuwon on the wing. The fader. And Russell pulls it down. Jazz leading by 3. Passes it to Stockton. Keefe with a screen on Smith. And Stockton, here we go. Back to Russell. Beyond the arc. Here's Malone, and then Malone with the dunk.
Boy, that big reach of Malone, so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Pass to Ori. Here's Thorpe. Hornacek covering. Tries it from 9. No good that time, so Utah will take it the other way. Ori against Russell. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Stockton. Shoots from 12. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton. That's now 8 points for Karl Malone. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot's good from Smith.
So consistent with the jump shot. Smith with a compact, repeatable textbook motion.
Hornacek outside. The pass to Stockton. Maxwell against Hornacek. There's Russell with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Russell's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Boy, I love Russell's versatility. He's a good scorer who can get his points within the flow of the offense, and you love that as a teammate.
Smith, no luck. With 1 on the clock, that shot off the mark. And we've reached the end of the third. Utah out in front, leading by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Malone. Anderson is out there with John Stockton. Then it's Morris. And it's Keefe in at the center position.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Ellie. 5 on the clock. Here's Cassell. No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Malone. With the fadeaway. Nice rebound by Thorpe. The Rockets depend on him for those. Here's Cassell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Stockton outside. Anderson finds Malone. Stockton outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here are the Rockets now. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And that one drops.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
.29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
And it just seems like when things are close, you can count on Ori and that iconic clutch jumper to come through time and time again.
And that's an intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Hornacek, no doubt, a leader. A knockdown shooter, moves incredibly well without the ball.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And so it's Utah with the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Malone.